she is already confident on stage. After witnessing her journey for 2 long years, I have seen incredible transformation in her in terms of speaking, leading, or giving impromptu speeches. When she came here as a guest, she was preparing for her CA exams, and after 2 to 3 months of joining Toastmasters, she finally became a chartered accountant. Without further ado, let's invite enthusiastic, dedicated, BUK Education of Rajasthan Toastmasters Club, Area Director and Chartered Accountant, Toastmaster, Pragya Maheshwari. Now it is the time to call our second panelist. I consider him my mentor because whenever I interact with him, I get positive vibes from him, and he always motivates me to pursue my goals and to be successful in my career. He has been a part of Toastmasters since 2016, and he has served various leadership roles in Toastmasters. He was the first one to serve as the president of Japan Toastmasters Club, and he also served as the division director for the Rajasthan division. He is fond of traveling and reading, and he runs a real estate investment firm in Japan. Let's invite
distinguished Toastmaster.
any guesses?
Navin sir. Navin sir.
Let's put our hands together for none other than DTM Sangeet sir. Now it is the time to call our third panelist. He is my actual mentor. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot from him, from speech crafting, delivery, honing my storytelling skills, and I am grateful to Toastmasters for providing me a mentor who is so much experienced, and I am also grateful to the time and knowledge he has shared with me, and I would remember this for my lifetime because it has transformed my life a lot. He is a bilingual Toastmaster of English and Hindi Toastmasters Club, and he has been a part of Toastmasters for more than 12 years. He believes that Toastmasters is not only the place to deliver and listen to the speeches, but it is also a place to explore your hidden talent and to bring out your creativity. Let's invite my mentor, DTM Navin Parwal. My first question is from Toastmasters Pragya. Pragya, as I shared my story that I had a goal in my mind, I want to join Toastmasters because I want to be a great public speaker. So I want to know your views about how Toastmasters can be beneficial for the people in Toastmasters in their careers.
So every time, like Khushi mentioned in my introduction as well, that I was a guest and a CA finalist and then converted into chartered accountant. I would say that Toastmasters helped me in my technical skills and making me clear the CA. But what they helped me was in grooming up and presenting myself as a chartered accountant. Recently, I have filed cases for in front of assistant commissioner and all those things. Yes, there was requirement of my technical skills, but as a one-year chartered accountant, standing in front of them, delivering my case needs a better confidence rather than just the technical skills. There was 3 or 4 panelists in the case, and they were all was firing the questions and everything, and that gave me a confidence to answer their questions. And secondly, the best part which helped me in this one was the icebreaker part, which we in Toastmasters always say, come on stage, be comfortable and then speak. In table topic also we said that 5 seconds grace, and that I took. I went early for the case, the timing was at 2 p.m. I went at 11:30, 12:30 to get and be comfortable for that position and to understand what the scenario is, how things are happening. Yes, the cabin I got in at 2 p.m. but yes, I was aware of the environment and everything. I was pre-delivering
actually, I joined Toastmasters way back in 2009, and back then, even I was not so much familiar. I came to know about Toastmasters while I was pursuing MBA, and one of my professors recommended me to join Toastmasters because I was very weak in communication back then. And I mean, and the second reason I joined Toastmasters, I was based in Singapore, and I was doing my MBA from SPJ. So the biggest difficulty I faced out there was presenting or doing a sales pitch in front of foreign audience. My accent was Indian and I was expected to communicate to a foreign audience. So it took me quite some time for me to get a neutral accent which would be acceptable to all the foreign audience. And nevertheless, you might ask that why have I been in Toastmasters for more than a decade right now? Because over the period of years, I realized that communication and leadership is a very small part of Toastmasters. It is how you want to really improvise yourself and what are the new things or your hidden talents which you really want to get out of Toastmasters. There have been uncountable benefits which I have developed over the years and I still continue to develop. And of course, it's always helpful to groom new people and to watch what are the new things ahead. And one of the biggest, maybe I'll tell you more later on, but one of the biggest benefits is that it's a global community. And as Toastmasters, it's got two words, Toastmasters and international. I believe the real value lies in the international world, and how you internationalize yourself.
Okay. Sangeeta, what's
Give you
your
all the
take on
questions.
it?
Yeah.
What's your take on the question?
Please answer the question.
How do you perceive Toastmasters to be helpful in your career?
Okay. So first thing Toastmaster does is it instills the strong and deep confidence inside you. And as Dale Carnegie rightly said that only 96% of the skills you need to get successful in life, and the large chunk is made of the self-confidence. And the second one is the communication style you offer. So this is what Toastmasters have done for me. It has instilled a huge amount of confidence inside me, and it has given me that courage to go to anyone and ask for anything, say anything, sell anything, ask for any help. So this is what Toastmasters have done for me.
Okay. Now my next question is from Naveen sir. So as you mentioned that Toastmasters helps us to get our hidden talents out. What is your hidden talent which you discovered in Toastmasters?
Okay, there were a lot of them. Like I just need to tell you a couple of them. For the first hidden talent which I found out was when I was working as a senior consultant out there in Singapore, maybe about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So at that time, like whenever you used to complete one manual, so it used to ask when you used to submit it online, that you give the email of your manager. So I used to always give it, and even I didn't used to care about that. But however, when I achieved the title of DTM, there was a long congratulatory mail regarding me, which was sent to my manager. And I didn't know about it, but I mean, he came and congratulated me, and I mean, he announced it to in a full huge MNC organization. That is what I achieved. So I felt really honored. But for me, it was not a big deal, but I mean, the way he put it, that really changed my perspective of Toastmasters. Now coming to the question of the hidden talents, which I've learned in Toastmasters. For example, I learned that there are so many ways a speech can be delivered, so many ways to connect with the audience, and each one of them is unique in its own way. So it encouraged me to go one step further. It encouraged me to even practice acting on the stage. I've done that in Toastmasters, and I've also sung songs in Toastmasters, no matter how bad my voice is. That really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter in Toastmasters how bad you feel. What's important is what are you really trying to push yourself into. And it doesn't matter, you might feel 10 times in a particular speech, but I mean the 11th time you definitely pass. Because when I joined Toastmasters about 13 years or 14 years ago, at that time in Singapore, it used to be a pass-fail competition. In order to achieve the title of competent communicator, you had to get passed by a panelist. And believe it or not, I failed 4 times. failed 4 times, and I mean, I feel honored that I failed 4 times, because the fifth time I was able to deliver that the last project of inspired audience properly. I didn't even know what it means to inspire the audience when I tried it the first few times. So that's something which Toastmasters has taught me, that it's alright to fail, bring out, approach the same thing with some other perspective, and of course, even if you fail, it's okay, it's alright.
Okay. Pragya, have you discovered your hidden talent in Toastmasters?
Not hidden talent, I didn't found out any hidden talent or something like that. But yeah, what Sangeet sir said, in his introduction, that Toastmasters helped him in understanding and asking questions and discussing his problems with people and approaching people to help. This one was lacking in me so much that I was always being a reserved person when it comes to problems or anything. I used to do overthinking a lot, and now it seems like a one click away people are ready to help you up. So I don't know how many times I have asked questions, how many times I have asked for help, and now I even don't think it's like in my blood coming out. Right? It became a nature of mine. It has changed me in 2 years that now I am so much open for asking questions and seeking help from people.
I agree with you. I also have something to say on that point. Toastmasters has helped me to become confident, and before I used to think a lot about approaching the person and saying even hi, but now I can easily communicate with them.
Still, I am not able to say hi.
But I
So
get
who's that person to whom you have said hi and felt proud?
Because still, I am not able to say hi.
You are a true Toastmaster.
Yes, sir. Have you discovered your hidden talent?
Yeah, so those were the days when ChatGPT was not there, and we used to form the entire email or the WhatsApp message. So I discovered that I was very good at forming a message, start with the beginning and till the end. The beginning has to be catchy. It needs to have some hook. The message should look so beautiful. Some important text needs to be bold or underlined. So this kind of skill was given to me by Toastmasters.
And I learned the use of emojis at that time when there was no chat GPT and I was helping out Wikipedia. So I realized that every word can be improvised by adding emojis into that WhatsApp.
And I also discovered that I can be so mischievous in
Using emojis.
with my Toastmaster friends.
Okay. Right.
I still have to reward that.
Now chat GPT is
My next question is to Toastmaster Pragya. Pragya, there are so many guests, and they come, in the meetings regularly, and some of them don't have the clear purpose in their mind that why should they join Toastmasters and how Toastmasters can be beneficial in their careers. Or if I take the case of new Toastmasters who have been part of Toastmasters for less than a year. So what tips or what strategies would you give to them so that they can feel that yes, Toastmasters can be beneficial for them in their careers?
So honestly, I'm not the right person for this. I don't know how you can search your whys because when I came into the room, I found my why. If you're still struggling and not able to understand why you are here and why you're not converting, then I'm not the right person to guide you on that. Because there are a lot to learn and to observe as well. And if you are not understanding even in multiple meetings that why you should join Toastmasters, then probably you need to get into the vice president membership. Okay.
So what's your take on it?
But, okay, I'll put it that way. That is when I joined Toastmasters, like on the first day, I was asked, that is, why do you want to join Toastmasters? So of course, I told them the routine thing that is, I want to become a better communicator, my communication skills enhanced. But they said that's not something that, like, what do you want in your career? What have you missed in your career that you want to become a Toastmaster? So I thought about it, and then I said, that is, I feel that in my organization, when I'm working as a senior consultant, that is people who are of different race, like people who are Australian or who are from US, they've got better chances of getting promoted because they offer communication skills. And I said that I also want to develop my communication skills. And that's my why. Because I feel that I'm missing out on a lot of opportunities. Like for example, when we have to do presentation in front of the key clients, I always get left out, and they are the ones who are chosen. So that was my why when I joined Toastmasters.
So the same question to you. How you can go ahead and ask?
So my why was, as Navin sir earlier said, that you need to internationalize your communication style. So on the first day when I entered into a Toastmaster auditorium, this was a huge Toastmaster meeting which was going on. It was actually a PR event for division of that time. I think it was C, division C. It was 2016. So I saw some people from Japan that day, and I saw some people from Saudi Arabia, some people from Dubai, and I saw it is the impression was such that it is quite an international community. And from that point of time, first time in 2012 or 13, Navin sir told me about Toastmasters, and at that time no club was so huge like this one. And that time Pink City Toastmasters Club used to have only 2 members. So that time I realized that this is truly an international community where you can go anywhere. You can be anything, whatever you want to. You can approach anyone you want to. As I have once visited Hong Kong also, and I attended their meeting also. So in the entire world, even in Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, wherever the Toastmasters Club exists, you can just request them for attending, and you can go and attend their meeting. Meet with them, network with them. This is the power Toastmasters can give you.
Okay. So the crux is that when you will start attending the meetings in Toastmasters as a guest, you will discover your why, because your why will motivate you to excel in your careers, and it will help you to go forward in your life. Now my next question is to Sangeet sir. So as you said, Naveen sir said that you have to internationalize yourself. So do you know any benefits of networking with the people outside the club in different regions or in different countries?
Of course, why not? Because when you come in touch with a new culture, a new kind of people, you come in touch with a new kind of thinking pattern. See, for us, work or our office might be the primary thing. But for some people, I have seen the gardening is the best thing for them. Their pets are like their children. The way they live their life is entirely different. We might be brainwashed in thinking that we need to wake up in the morning, we have to run for the office, earn our living, then in the evening spend that, in the daytime gain lot of tension, in the evening go to the bar and release all that tension, spend the thousands of money which you have earned, and go to bed, and again next morning wake up fed up. This kind of life I have seen many people are living in the metro cities especially. So, but if you come in touch with a new kind of people, new kind of cultures, you come to know that people are living their life in entirely different manners. So this is, you get the exposure. In one sentence, you get the exposure.
Right. So Naveen sir, what's your take on it? Is it important to network outside the club?
Yes, definitely. It is extremely important because Toastmasters, as I always say, does not lie in these 4 walls. It lies outside these 4 walls of your Toastmasters. In fact, some of my best friends are Toastmasters, and some of these best friends are virtual friends whom I've never met, and whom even I'm not sure whether I'll get an opportunity ever to meet them or not. But yet, we remain the best of friends. We probably meet once in a week for online or on Zoom, and probably we just interact and tease each other and laugh at each other and look at each other for about half an hour, 1 hour. But yet, we are the best of friends. We are a community of friends, and it's a community which is growing. And I mean, of course, as I mentioned, that is each and every Toastmasters club, each and every country has got its own culture. So that's what I always encourage. That is, deliver your speeches in some other cross-cultural country. For example, I had delivered one of my speech, which had some component of like arranged marriage. Now, the thing was that out here, if I would be delivering it to this audience, they would be able to understand that what exactly is arranged marriage, what are the processes of it, and what really goes into it, and how the families are involved. But when I delivered this speech out there in Canada, in a Toastmasters Club of Canada, after that, I started receiving a lot of questions on my chat scripts. That is, what is all this all about? Why did the family be involved? And this and that, and there were a lot of questions. So I had to answer each one of them. Finally, they got it that it's something to do with your own culture. So that's the beauty of Toastmasters, is that it is a culturally diverse organization, and each and every culture has got its own merits and demerits. And you not only grow within your own club, but you also grow cross-culturally, because you learn a lot of things about new culture, about new clubs, because each and every club is unique. For example, the clubs in Singapore are very unique. They lay very high stress on a grammarian rule. In fact, a grammarian is considered to be, or a language evaluator is considered to be the most important role out of all the roles in Toastmasters. Whereas out here, if you go to any clubs in India, this particular role is just relegated to a tag role. So what you have to understand is that where has the Toastmaster within a particular country or a particular district evolved from? You need to bear into the background. So say in India, the Toastmasters have evolved from Middle East. About 20 years or 25 years ago. It's the people of Middle East who found the club out there in South, and then they moved it over here. So essentially out there, the grammarian role didn't place so much significance. For them, the most important thing out there was no sex, no religion, no politics. Whereas these things are not prevalent if you go to any other districts apart from India. Out there, it gives the freedom to talk about sex, religion, politics, as long as it is.
So I'll be coming to you and I'll be asking more this about Toastmasters. Toastmaster Pragya, what's your take on the question? Is it important to network outside the house?
Yes, it is. It gives you a lot more different perspectives. I have attended a meeting with Anshu Rangawat, a friend of mine. She was running. And then what Sangeet said now, that you understand different people live in different kind of lifestyle. So she has opened up a platform, an open platform, and every day 7 p.m. an open discussion. And when I asked her what was the purpose when we have Toastmasters, she said a couple of people want to practice English. There are housewives and everyone, all together, different people all over the world who wants to just practice English. They first need to speak up. And every day at 7 p.m. she launches on normal open discussion topics. And when I started communicating with her, understanding about her life, and I realized, oh, there is a lot more apart from studies, apart from anything, you have different kinds of lifestyle which you can be embraced. And once I realized that she was not organizing a meeting, she was in some dance or something, and I pinned up the meeting that, okay, today at 7 p.m. in that room. And I was surprised. It was created by her legacy and everything. And when an outsider just popped up a meeting and started the conversation, she was so happy. Rather than just we sometimes consider, oh, it's my credit, it's my group, how can you interfere? And it's an open. And that time I understand what openness actually means. What a wider mindset, or what we always say, you have a narrow mindset and a wider mindset. That's called a wider mindset for us. So it's good to attend different kinds. I have attended Bangkok club meetings. Their meetings are totally different. And this Singapore club meeting I have attended once. Yes, the grammarian was 7 minutes. And I was just thinking, oh, there is no timer pointing finger. And then I realized, oh, it goes 7 minutes. And there were one word, she gives 3 or 4 synonyms for each of the words. Rather than just praising, okay, this is the word which you could have used. No, she gave, it was a good word, but there is 7 different words to say the same thing. So it enriches your knowledge.
Right, I agree with you, Pragya. Networking outside the Toastmasters has given me the exposure, and of course, it will be
asking you what interesting you doesn't get offended. For example, like just last evening, I got an invite to become a judge for one of the area contests from a very close friend whom I would have not said no in any manner. But of course, I had to tell her that I'm attending this event, and luckily I had the poster of this event, so I just sent it to her, and I'm one of the panels, and that's why I'm sorry I can't do it. So you need to create balance in each and everything of life, because that's what it's all about.
Sangeet, what about you? How do your parents block convert and Toastmasters?
So, see, every leader in Toastmaster faces this same problem initially, but how I found the solution was the time blocking. So, when I became president of Jaipur Toastmasters Club, I was facing the same challenge because the entire day the Toastmaster was running inside my mind. And when I became division director, I time blocked. I told everyone to please call me between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And those calls used to go till 11 p.m. That's okay. But my day was saved from Toastmaster. So it is the answer. Time blocking and tell Toastmaster call me after 7 p.m. That's all.
Pragya, what about you? You are managing several positions in Toastmaster, VP Education, Area Director, and also
The conveyor of division.
conference, right? So how do you manage?
So rather than being a call person, I switch to a WhatsApp person, and I make sure that everyone knows that I'm available anytime but not all time. So that's the one thing which I have done. So and being a leader, if you create leaders, it helps. So now I am a kind of alarm clock. Just I have to text them in morning, you have to do these tasks, and in evening, have you done it? That's the only thing which I am doing these days, which I have evolved in Toastmasters. Like initial days of my area director was very extremely difficult because I thought I am not the alarm clock, I am the everything. And now it's smooth. And yes, you know the same happens with your office. That you know what you are supposed to do, what you are supposed to deliver and all those things. So just it's easy to switch to things and just be a WhatsApp person rather than a call person. So your boss also doesn't know that you are 24/7 available for Toastmasters.
By the way, are you still using the send timer?
Yeah, I tried using that too. So what happened was this sand timer. I'm a talkative person, extreme talkative. So when I got on a call, it lasted 11, 12 for one person. Then there is another call and all those things. So I discussed with Navin sir that I'm an extreme talkative person. So he gave me a sand glass tool. He suggested me. So I started doing that sand glass like 10 minutes. But then also I failed because I was like more on call. Yeah, chal raha hai. And I started with Toastmasters, then I ended up in something else. So I switched to WhatsApp. It helped me being a very good typist these days. I can write long, ever long messages very quickly. And that's it. I guess it's your priorities. You can't, because it's 1 year journey of being an area director or being a leader. And you have to have thousands of opportunities coming up. So rather than saying no to those opportunities and getting frustrated, it's better to find solutions on your own if you want to grab those opportunities.
I agree with you all. First of all, it is very important to block your time and you should know your priorities. You should take 2 to 3 hours aside in a day where you feel that, okay, now I have got exhausted with my profession. I can give this time to to move myself and work on my communication skills.
But we didn't deliver the same points. No, we are different. We agreed with all of you. I'm
In
24/7
my
available.
perspective, how did I do? I have listed down my priorities and that's how. Pragya, what is the turning point for you in Toastmasters?
Me converting from guest to a member, or rather than being a guest, I remember the first meeting was an English meeting and I attended as a normal guest. I came on table topic and that was a simple one. The second one was a Hindi theme they have organized for on 14th of August, I still remember. And the VP Education of that club approached me on Monday or Tuesday when I was still thinking to switch to another club and attend their meeting. And they said, you can be a hawk master for our club meeting. And I said, okay, that's fine, I'll do the things. And then they said, we are having a Hindi meeting, you can present a poem there. And since class 12, I was very good at speaking poems, not writing poems, but delivering the poems. And I agreed to all the spot. Okay, fine, I'll give a patriotic poem and all those things. And then the turning point came when I opened up the poem and I was unable to speak up. And I realized that I'd lost that one thing which I knew because of my studies and my other life. I cried, still unable to speak up that poem. I remember 7, 10, 20 times I kept my CA final books closed and was struggling to speak that poem. Still I'm not, and I opened the headphones, started listening to all those past poems, all those Kavi Sammelans and everything to grab up that confidence again. And on Sunday I delivered that poem and everyone praised me, and even I felt that today I have delivered something, and that was a turning point that I switched to Toastmasters, that yes, I needed this platform more than what anything else. So you can watch that on Instagram, it's available, and on YouTube as well of Toastmasters.
Okay, so what's the turning point for you in Toastmasters?
First day when I came to know about Toastmasters.
And what about you, sir?
For me, the turning point was like from being an informative speaker to a speaker who is able to connect with the audience emotionally. That was the turning point, and that happened when I failed 4 times at the nation in delivering the project type of competent communicator, because I didn't know what inspirational speeches really are, how to inspire the audience. So of course, like actually my guru or my mentor, Manoj Vasudeva, distinguished Toastmaster, he taught me what is an inspirational speech and what are the components required in that, and how do you connect to the audience, how do you move the audience's feelings from positive to negative, negative to positive, only within 5 to 7 minutes. So that was the turning point for me, and now like actually I feel more at ease in delivering any speeches or in communicating anything in front of the Toastmasters audience on stage than I feel even at delivering at home. There are a lot of things that I cannot deliver at home. I cannot even communicate about that with my wife and my son, but I can deliver it in front of the audience of hundreds of people.
My turning point in Toastmasters would be that when I started getting lots of commentations on my speaking skills that Khushi, I want to be like you. Yesterday I was attending a session and somebody said, Khushi, I want to be like you someday. And before I used to get inspired with the speakers that I want to become that. So it feels really great when you come to that level. Thank you so much, sir. Now my questions are over. I want to request the audience, if you have any questions, I would only need 2 questions. If you have any questions, you can ask them. Yeah, please.
The product of the Toastmasters is so good, so there is no awareness around my surroundings. Suppose if I ask about Toastmasters to my friends, you know about Toastmasters, they said, no, I didn't hear about this club. So how do you want to aware the people about Toastmasters?
So I want you to answer the question.
See, like as I said, there are 2 ways of spreading the light. One is by being the torch, and other is by being a medium or a mirror which reflects it. So if you, so another thing is that if you are the mirror and they see the reflection of Toastmasters within you, they will definitely come and join you. So the thing is that you must be like you yourself must be transformed so that others see something within you and they want to become something like you. Like as Krishna was just saying, was just mentioning right now that she had people who wanted to be like her. So the thing is that she was able to reflect the light and attract those people to be like her. So that's
Any other question?
Sir, if you are networking with different members of different countries, Toastmasters, how it is helping you professionally? Any guidance for the youngsters to conduct?
Pragya would like to answer.
So I haven't attended much of international meetings, but yeah, they can help you. And in my professional journey, yes, I got job opportunities from Toastmasters only. So I can say yes, in my career and shaping my career, Toastmasters has helped me. And I got internship opportunities as well through Toastmasters networking. So yes, you will get. Even I got trips planned through Toastmasters journey. I have attended some of the cities I have visited on a solo travel. It considered a solo travel. I just have to manage from Jaipur to that place. Rather, all was set by Toastmasters. So I guess Toastmasters helping me in this as well. Apart from them, some of my LinkedIn posts, my LinkedIn account was helped by a Toastmaster. They helped me how to make up the LinkedIn account. She was connected me on any desk. So she was guiding me all those things. The photographs was designed by some of the Toastmasters. The captions and all those things on, even my CV was being helped, one of the Toastmasters helped me in crafting my CV. And again, Toastmaster gave me a tool where I can evaluate my CV and get this course done. So I think, yeah, I have a 1 year journey in my career, but yes, these are few of the examples which Toastmasters has helped me in crafting my CVs. And even these days I am getting job offers from from this community that people are helping me that if you want to.
After a session, you can connect with any of the children.
Yes, so I'm just giving you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for being a part of the session.
And I have one more question then for.
If the audience has more questions, we have limited time. If the audience has more questions, please connect with them after the meeting. Thank you so much. Toastmasters, like the question which was asked, how you can spread awareness about Toastmasters, you should be the mirror. First, you should transform yourself with Toastmasters, and then you can spread the light. Toastmasters can be beneficial in your careers. It can help you know your why,